Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am playing Librarian, Tidy Up the Arcane Library today. I've already kind of played the game a little bit just to, get a feel of it. Just wanted to see what it was kind of like, what the kind of books that were there, just to kind of get a grasp on the game. So I've already gotten a lot of the achievements that are like, fill up this many bookshelves and that kind of stuff, but we're going to try to 100% it, and yeah. We're gonna just restart, start from new. I didn't do any of the actual magic stuff, so just gonna go through. And B to drop. Well, I know where that goes. Carry multiple books at the same time, change the order of the books. By pressing right, you can open the list of books currently in your possession. The order of the list is the exact same. Place the books in hand on bookshelves according to the categories. Which, I'll show you guys the categories. So this is the upstairs, second floor. It has more of the more general categories, so it's like archery, magic, math, philosophy, psychology, other world, dungeons, language, and then on the other side of the stairs you see the first floor map layout, and this is pretty much all of the arcane magic kind of stuff. So this is where we see like necromancy, transfiguration, holy magic, destruction, blah blah blah, destruction magic, alchemy, and potion making. So the first one is the Book of Curses. It'll be over here for sure. Curses. Yeah, see, 1C, curses and dispels. So we're here, we need to go to this shelf right here. So we are going right here. And in the top corner, I can't use my mouse really, but in the top left corner it says volume 3, so we'll put it in on the incorrect bookshelf. So possibly goes here. Yeah, see, if it glows yellow, that means it's correct, which means this book number 3, volume 3, is only part of a 3-volume series. So if you place it on the wrong shelf, it just kind of outlines in white. And this one is on monsters, monsterologies 1A, which is right beside, so volume 9. And something that's very interesting about the layouts of this game is that it goes like cross, almost like a cross, almost like you're tying a shoelace. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F. Like it doesn't follow like a clockwise alphabetical order, so it doesn't go A, B, C, D. Like it goes A, B, C, D, E, F. It's very interesting. Okay, and I know that at the top, yeah, see, we start with this cat book, which we have all of them. This is just so people get used to how the game works. This is also monsterology, so we'll just put them in this corner because this is the only bookshelf that is cleared off. 9, 6, 3, 8, 4, 5, 7, 10. So that's an entire thing here, and every single time that you get, I don't think it pops up yet because you have to finish rows. I'm gonna just take all these off because we need, what's another book of monsters? We'll just put that there. Okay. Clear off all these shelves, we don't need them on here. Pretty sure this is a curse one. This is volume 1. Okay. So I always debate on where to start. Like, I remember when the first time I did this, I was like, how do I even begin? And last time I started with art, because a lot of them had this like rainbow gradient color, but then art turned into having a lot more like varying stuff, so I kind of just like went through and just kind of put books wherever. But I think I ended up going with white last time, which was okay, but I think I'm actually gonna go with math. All of these math books kind of have this interesting like blocky coloration differences, so I think that's a really weird description, but it like looks like a math book. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like, but they all look like that. They all have like the basically like a header and a footnote section. That's what it looks like. So I'm thinking if we start with books that kind of look like they would be math textbooks, it might be the best way to start collecting points to be able to get all of the magic abilities. Like math. That's math. That's dungeon. Math. And now I have 10 books. You can see in the bottom right corner how many books that you're currently holding. I'm currently holding 10 out of the 10 that I can hold. So I know where math goes, but I'll just show you guys. Math is in 2D. So 2D, this is where the staircase is, so it's actually the second one on the right. It goes here. And we're gonna number 3. So it's a part of a 3-part series. Number 8. And 1. Let's see if it's a... Okay, yeah. And then we actually have multiple of this series. 1 and 2. This one is this one? No? Okay. 3. Okay, it is a 3-part series. 1. Nope, that's also a 3-part series. And then Mathematics of Geometry. We actually have a decent amount of geometry books already. Let's just take these off. Alright. Math. Math. I also find that the alchemy... I just dropped a book by accident. Okay, we'll find it again. The alchemy books always look so cool. Like, a lot of them have this, like, unique tree-looking design on them, which is so pretty. Like, I would love if a book kind of looked like that. More math there. See, like, that's another alchemy. Like, it's a green tree this time. They're very interesting. Scour over here. Oh, that's true. That's dungeon. That one is always, you know, throwing me off because I keep thinking that it's going to be math, but it's not. They're a little bit more plain as math books. One more? Listen to math. Okay. Another thing to note is that there's 4 keys scattered around here. These will give us minor magic abilities, so we can pick that up when we get drop these off first. This is a new series. It's a 3-part series. Or purple with a yellow border? No? Okay. Green with a yellow border. More brown. Right here. 1, 2. Nope. One book. Of course, obviously. 4 means that it's the last big series. 6. 5. 3. It's not part of it. Must be a 3-part. No? Oh, this is management. This isn't even map. And then I don't think I've seen this one yet, so that means it's gonna be a 3-part series. Yep. Okay. We're gonna go get that key. Show you what it does. A key marked with a red octagon used to unlocking its magic chest, which there's 4 chests here. They each have their own colors. You can unlock the red one. Notice a permission to high jump within the library in an emergency. Hi to Librarian. Listen to me. We have a situation, a very unexpected, very messy situation in the Grand Library. It's total chaos. And you know who's behind it? A fairy. That nasty, mischievous fairy. It has turned our magnificent library into a disaster zone. It's a disgrace, frankly. But I am a man of solutions. I see a problem, and I solve it like nobody else can. So, for this emergency only, I am giving immediate and unconditional permission to jump within the Grand Library. Normally, jumping is forbidden in the library. We have rules, we have tastes, but the rules are changing because I say so. This executive order is for the Librarian. You need to jump high, you need to move big, and you need to fix this chaos immediately. So get jumping, jump like a winner. We're going to save this library, and we're going to do it now. With all due urgency, Principal Merlin, University of Celeste Hall. So now we can jump super high, which is really nice because you can jump from the ground floor all the way up to the 2nd floor, so you don't have to take the stairs. It's more math right there. That's math. Kind of just blew past a lot of this math, I guess. That's art. Is that math there? Yep. That's math right there too. Math. That's dungeons. Not gonna get me this time. That's history. Which is interesting because like when you go through this game, like you see a lot of it kind of like mimics what you think in a library. Like, would you really put this book in this section? You know? Like there's a couple times where I'm like, I don't know if, you know, that's necessarily true. And so I find it very interesting the way that they have sorted them. But I think that's also, you know, part of the game. You know, where it's like, well, I mean, you could sort this under this or this, so it makes it more difficult. It's not just going to be clear cut, everything's going to say monsters on it. Like you'll notice as we go through some of the romance novels, they'll say romance and then give you the title, and then other books won't say romance before giving you the title. So it makes you think that all of them are gonna say that they're a romance novel, even though they don't. This is gonna be its own series. And what's this? Which seasons are Introduction to Sorcery, so we do have another one. This is number 7. Number 2. Is number 2. number 3 is this one. And also number 9. Number 1. And then number 4. This one? Yeah. Alright. I find the math books the easiest to kind of decipher. I know from watching other people's streams as well as just going through this game naturally, the easiest way would be to try to find, like, if you know the 3-part series, to try to find those specific books. However, I find that if you're thinking about as an entire collection, I personally think that the math books are probably the easiest to kind of pinpoint on, like, if you're looking at a stack being like, oh, well, this one's probably math. Yeah. Like, just because of how different they look from the other books. Because I was also, when I was going through, before recording, like, there's a lot of books that are like, oh yeah, this brownish red color, but like, those can go on so many different shelves. Like, some of them are psychology, some of them are, this one is art, there is, some of them are healing, so it makes it a lot more difficult if you were to start with a color like red. So you would have to find a color that is unique. Like, I found the green ones were pretty good too. They pretty much go on only like 3 distinct shelves. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that. And yeah, especially if you're trying to think of, like, trying to make things more efficient, trying to find ones in the same section is probably best, which is why if you find something that is super distinct, like math, even if you see another, like, a book of another genre that you know where the bookshelf goes, it's still best to just try to find the specific ones that you're looking for. Purple, yellow, so it goes here. And this is introductory. So we'll just pull it together. Blue. Mono measurement is 8. Green with yellow. It's like a darker green. Must be 800 years. 4, 2, 8. It is much easier to play this on keyboard. However, I just got my nails done, so it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. And 2. I think this is... It's not this, right? It is, okay. Another interesting thing is if you already have it on a shelf and then it's not where the other one is, it'll, like, glow orange, which is kind of cool. So you know that you have it on the shelf already, it's just not in the right spot. Like, I think it does that for... Yeah, it does it if it's in, like, the same shelf as its kind, just in the wrong spot as well, which is very, very nice. I know that I saw some here. Math over there. That's math. Yes. Okay. Sure. Red, green, blue. This game also, especially if you're going to use the major magic, it does get a lot easier as you go through. I put a dungeon book in here. What's there? Do we have any more introduction? No, okay, 9. Purple with yellow. What's here? Red 3. Purple with green. Three. Out here. The green with the red bottom. See? Just ability list. You've leveled up. Press whatever that is. I'm gonna have to find out what button that is on my controller to open up your ability list and unlock new abilities. You can earn points to level up your major abilities based on the total number of bookshelf rows that you have completed. The page on the right displays detailed description of each ability. Press a major ability icon to spend points to level up, improving your work efficiency. Okay. Nope. Which one do I want to level up? Automatically arranges books in your possession in numerical order, highlights the correct bookshelf for the topmost book you're holding. A magic spell using the topmost book as base to cause all books with the same series to glow. Honestly, I kind of feel like I know that these other ones, like, instantly shelves books in your hands. It's effective. Based on the topmost book you're currently holding. Books in the same series gather in your hands. That, honestly... Yeah. I unlocked my first major spell. The first time I went through this, I wasn't doing any of the major magic stuff. But then I thought that maybe I should record it. I kind of want to get back into content creation and stuff like that. So I felt like this was the perfect game to start. And now I press right trigger to gather all the books. Okay, so there's only these two left, of course, because it's a 3-part series. Okay, that's a different series. I already have one of them, I guess? Huh? Hold on. It only picks up one. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Because we only have one row left to level up, I can find multiple of these other ones to get these 3s completed. So, let's just try to find some more math books as we're waiting for it to refresh. Somehow. There's a math right there. Math. This book is also very unique. This dungeon book. Nice. I keep finding it thinking it's math. Okay, we should be able to level up pretty quickly. See, now our thing is back. So... I just want to find 3 more, and then we can use the ability. If I could find 3 more. Now that I've got a good portion of them on the shelves, it's a little bit more difficult to find them now. We will just use the ability. Here. 1 more. 5. Number 2. This one. Number 4. Number 1. See, we leveled up. Number 10. No, that one. And then these ones are dungeon. I know it's over there. So we're just gonna put these right here for now. So we have the ability to pick up 1. So we will do this one. 3 and 2. So we leveled up twice, which means we have 2 points to spend. Honestly, I think we leveled this up twice. So now we pick up 4 of the same book, and the cooldown is 90 seconds.